Hey everyone, Elliot Williams here, and this is my Times New Roman member tribute. This tribute is to some of my favorite people in the world, my boys in Times New Roman. We've been playing together for 3 years almost now, minus Matt. I can without a doubt say that every single moment I've spent playing shows, writing music, and just eating terrible junk food has been one of my top experiences in my life. So here is a tribute to each person in the band individually. Matt, Noob, or Squid, whatever we like to call you. I remember that Luke and I were super stoked to ask you to join the band. Though we were a little bit hesitant, we weren't sure if you were going to cut it, but you definitely did. I can definitely without a doubt say that I'm super stoked to have you part of Times New Roman. I knew our band has made us a lot more comfortable within playing music and playing shows and whatnot. You picked up on the drum part so quick. It only took you like a week to get everything down, except the old songs. You probably need to work on those. Even with your 1 in a million laugh, your corny jokes, and your obnoxiously loud coughing, I'm still excited to have you along for the Times New Roman ride and or adventure. Definitely stoked to have you along. Glenn, bro, you're my favorite Indonesian on the whole entire planet, even if you're the only one I've ever met. From the day that we met in that little saloon in Christiansburg called Texas Roadhouse, I knew that you were a pretty awesome guy. Maybe even the nicest guy I have ever met. Without you, Glenn, we'd be totally lost as Times New Roman. We wouldn't have got all the stuff written that we've gotten wrote, and we probably wouldn't be as far as we are now. Some of my favorite times spent with you have easily just been chilling and writing some sweet music together. Nothing will beat the days of the recording studio and the basement to see you get so excited to play Mario Kart or watch American Pie. Glenn, you had me at rock on, dude. Deacon, hey, you out there? We've had some times. Some scary times, some not so scary, but mostly scary. Since 7th grade, me and you have been pretty good friends. Nothing makes for a better friendship than a Friday night on a gravel road, walking down to an abandoned house, and then being chased out by 3 blue lights. Or a ghost. Not really sure which one it was. Or the time that we were trying to find Luke and we stopped at a gas station in the middle of Maryland, in the middle of nowhere, to get directions. Van pulled up, told me he had a gun, and we sped off. I've had some pretty scary times. If you ever need a pillow, I've got you. Just like the first night in the recording studio, where it was cold, damp, and uncomfortable. So glad to see a dude who can do posi jumps in the band and get so excited to play on stage, because we both know I can't do posi jumps. I'm terrible at it. So for that I thank you. We'll have some more times. Probably more scary times. We will have some more good times. Luke, I don't think I've ever missed one of my friends more than I've missed you being here in the past 2 school years. You're always the one who has the ideas of something to do or some adventure to go on, and so without you it gets pretty dull around here. Seriously could not wait to hang out with you this winter break. It's going to be pretty awesome. I find it pretty amazing that we share the same love of the Wonder Years, because we both know that can be a tough love to find, and we share that bond. You're the most optimistic in the band. You can make light out of any situation whatsoever, which we need. Things can become pretty hectic sometimes, and we all get kind of stressed out. But you never do. Can't wait to sit back and write some dumb lyrics about how pathetic our lives are and how much we want to be doing something else, because we both know those are the type of lyrics we write. Can't wait for you to come home. It's pretty easy to wrap this up with one simple phrase. I'm not sad anymore. And last but not least, my best friend, Billy Sowers. Dude, we've been best friends for a decade. It's a pretty long time. I'll never forget that summer we spent in my basement, and to come to think of it, I have no clue what we did that summer, but we had some good times. I give you all the credit in the world for getting me into music. From that day, you said, "Hey dude, you should look up that song. It's called In Love with the 80s. It's by Relient K." From there, I was hooked. It was nothing but music from there on. Also, will not forget the time we saved up for a microKORG. We wanted to start a sweet post-hardcore band with some little synth in the background. Without that, I don't think Times New Roman would exist. Without you, Times New Roman would not exist. So, from there, I'll say this. Even though we don't have use of the basement anymore, and my brother's staying in it, we will. And that's my tribute to all the Times New Roman members. We got 2 weeks, boys, and then we set out for tour. I love you guys.